yeah. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Hi people, how you doing? Well, I hope that you're all doing great. And how is life taking you? You know, we are living in times where you need to check on your friends, and sometimes when you call someone, just ask them, how are you doing? Are you okay? So I'm here asking you, how are you doing? Are you okay? How is life taking you? Do you still have the energy to keep doing whatever you're doing? Just tell me down on the comment section. And before we even proceed, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell, so anytime that I upload a video, you can always see something out there. Now, first thing first, I want to thank you. You, the people that have been teaching how to do their inputs. You, the people that we had a virtual conference on Saturday, 22nd of April. And the latest one that was at Sankara, that is on 29th of April. Thank you for showing up. It's one thing to have some knowledge to share with people. It's another thing for people buying your idea of telling them that I have something that I need to share with you. Yeah, they listen and they just subscribe to your ideas and just come and listen to whatever you're saying. I don't take that for granted. I don't take that for granted. I really thank God for that. And may our good Lord help you to achieve the things that you intend to achieve. After I teach you, or after getting the knowledge that you need to do your businesses from me, mainly inputs. Again, may our good Lord give you the breakthrough that you need in the things that you're about to get yourself into. The last two conferences were a bit different compared to the others that we were doing last year. Because one thing, China has opened their borders. Now we can get our visas and we can fly to China. More so, the flights have gone, the flight rates have gone a bit down. At least now they are affordable. Even in our last conference that we did now on Saturday, I really encouraged my people, that is my student, to take a step of faith and just fly to China. With the information that I've given them, they will never be lost. They can never be lost. They can never be able to be in a position where they cannot even trace those markets. And even for the people in other countries that I've taught, Guinea, Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, US, UK, you can fly to China at the moment. Everything is much affordable at the moment. So I'm looking forward to see you in China. I'm looking forward to you calling me. If you get stuck somewhere, you're in China, you get stuck, just tell me, hey, what am I supposed to do? Or how am I supposed to go about this? I'll be there to listen to you. As I told you on Saturday, I'll be there. I'm just a phone call away. That is for the people that will be mainly flying to China, because sometimes you can get some hiccups here and there, or you can get confused, or you can get lost. Just ask me. I'm a phone call away. I'm just going to help you. I want to see you guys becoming the greatest and the better ones. I want to see you exceeding the things that I have done. Yeah, I want you to do it even much better than me. Because for my case, like example, I wasted a lot of years as I learned these things that I'm teaching you. So you guys, you're starting at a very good note. You don't have that time to waste as you learn, as you make your mistakes, as you lose your money, your time, your flights. You take a flight, a 3 weeks flight in China, but you don't maximize on it and all that. So you guys, you don't have that time, because I've already taught you each and everything that you need to know when it comes to doing business, imports business from China. So that means I'm expecting you to really succeed, easily succeed in the things that you're going to do, and even do much better than me. Looking forward to see that. So it has been a good one. We had a good moment at Sankara. Special thanks to Sankara Hotel. I have no words to describe the type of treatment, the type of VVIP treatment that you gave my guests. It was such a beautiful one. The chefs, congrats. The ones that were doing the pastries, congratulations. The salads, the proteins, everything. I can never say enough thanks to Sankara Hotel. God bless the management. Hey Joyce, God bless you so much for the things that you do to me and to my people. You really make it easier for me to be able to deliver the things that I'm trying to deliver to my students. Should I forget to mention that the free rooms that you offer me to just spend my night and relax before the conference day? Sometimes it is I and my schedule does not allow me to just go and sleep right there on that night. But you always offer me a free room to just sleep and just relax. God bless you so much. I don't take that for granted. You've really helped me in terms of making it easier. When I take a good time to relax before the conference, the night to the conference, that really helps me have all the energy together to push throughout the day. Thank you, Sankara. God bless you so much for that. And that's the place that I always tell people that I would give Sankara a number one of the best hotels in the country. You need to go and visit there if you've never, and see whatever the type of treatment that you're going to get. Even if you do have a wedding, I think a wedding, a birthday, any type of any event, I think you're supposed to consider Sankara as one of the, top lists of the hotels that you're supposed to work with. So it was such a beautiful one. And we thank God. I really thank God. Apart from the fatigue, I'm super fatigued as we speak. Yes, I'm super fatigued as we speak. But I'm going to take a rest this week. Yesterday, remember we had our conference on Saturday. That was on 29th. Then yesterday was on a Sunday. And I felt like no matter how tired I am, I really have to wake up early and just go and listen to my pastor as they preach. My pastor is called Pastor Andrew Mwangi. That's my pastor of JCC. So I had to wake up very early and go to church. So I didn't get time to actually relax, noting that I'd gotten back home as late as past 1 a.m. at night. So I think that is why I'm having all these fatigues and all that, but I'm going to relax, and probably tomorrow on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll just take a day off, just relax. I won't come to this place. This is my office. This is my workplace. I'm not going to come right here, so that I'm going to be able to just gather the energy to proceed doing the things that I'm doing. But I'm so thankful to God. And something else, to all of you that came, and to anyone that has ever attended my conference, as I always tell you, it's not in vain that God connects you with me. Just know that it's not in vain that we get connected. I always say that I have a group that God has purposefully put out there for me to minister to them. There's a group that I'm called for, a specific one. And if you're not part of that, even if I speak, you are not going to grasp the things that I'm going to speak. So if you ever hear me talking and teaching you and you understand and you feel as if, oh, I think this lady is saying something. I think I need to do this and that. I think we need to go to the conference. I think I need to learn how to do my inputs from her. God has purposed that it was you that I was meant to teach how to do the inputs and how to do business. But now the key thing is, it's one thing for me to teach you. It's another thing for you to practice the things that I teach you. That is why I encourage each and every person who attends my conferences that once we are done with the conference, now this week, the following week, make sure you just place an order from China. Just do it, even if it's something that will be just for your own use. But put into practice the things that Ray does teach you. Even for the people that join the Telegram class. These days we have an offer of an extra 2 days. So we are doing a total of 9 days. By the time you're done with your 9 days, you should have placed an order from China. The same way you paid for a subscription of 2,000 Kenya shillings to join our Telegram class, the same way you should work hard to put aside like 3,000 Kenya shillings or $30 to try and put into practice the things that I have taught in that group. So that you can also be able to see for yourself whether this lady, whatever she's teaching, is it true, is it right, is it story come. So put it into a test. Still when you're in the Telegram class, and talking of the Telegram class, better join the class as early as now if you haven't. I'm going to put the link down below. It's a Telegram class. I charge 2,000 Kenya shillings or $25 for the people that are out of the country. I'm going to put up the link and you're going to join that class and learn how to do your imports from China. There's nothing as sweet as doing business. You're able to achieve most of the things that probably could have taken you 20, 25 or 30 years to achieve. You can be able to easily achieve them, okay? Then we are living in times where employment is something else. Getting someone to hire you for a specific job. Employment rate is very high. And if you rely on the papers, just because you were an A student, just because you did medicine, nursing, you are a clinician, just because you did that course that you did, or that bachelor's and whatever that you did, and you feel that you deserve to get a good job. Think of how about me employing myself? And it should hit you early enough, still when you're in college or in your university. You better start hustling as early as possible. So most of you note that I'm still young, and in the business world, I'm so developed. It's because I started it when I was in the medical school. When I was very, very young, that is when I started doing business, and they flopped and they flopped and they flopped. You know when you're young, when you start a business, it flops, you start another one, it doesn't hit you hard as when you're old. That is why you're told you should start your businesses when you're as young as below 25 years. When you're young and naive in terms of business. Now when you're in your 30s, if you do a business and you lose like 20,000, or that is $200, $250, it hits you hard, me being one of them. At my age right now, if I ever do something messy and I end up losing some amount of money, like the ones that I lost when I was young, when I was trying to do business, I don't know whether I can handle it. Number one, because of the responsibilities, my hands are full of responsibilities that require me to really manage the little amount of money that I'm getting. When you're young, you don't have so much responsibilities, so you're able to really concentrate on yourself, correct the mistakes that you make comfortably in the business world, and still have the energy to move on. Most of us, when we are old, when I talk of old enough is above 30 years, that floor and above. Most of us, the nature doesn't give us opportunities to make mistakes. You do the first mistake, you get a second opportunity. And once you get the second opportunity, you're left with only one And that is the last opportunity, the third opportunity. And not so many people get that third or second opportunity. Sometimes when you miss it the first time, that's it, you're done. So as early as now that you're young, just start something. Start your businesses, and you're going to see, you're going to enjoy. You're going to live a very beautiful 20s. And you're going to when you get to your 30s, you're going to eat the fruits of all the hard work that you did put in place when you were in your 20s. Yeah. Start flying as early as now that you're young for your business trip, so that you can be able to make as many mistakes as possible. Okay? And I still achieve the best and the most marks. However, we are in our third floors and fourth floor, fifth floor, and sixth floor, we are also much advantaged in terms of we have the capital to do the things that we are going to do. We have most of the experience. You the young ones, out of the naivety, you make very weird mistakes anyhowly. But now us, because we don't want to lose, most of the time we do due diligence before we get ourselves into some businesses. We take time to learn. We better fly to countries to just see for ourselves whatever they are doing and all that. So we are even much advantaged. I'm saying so that you might not think, not because I'm 40, I'm 45, too late for me to start a business. No, most people that start their businesses at that age start and excel like ASAP, immediately. Their graph do accelerate very fast, unlike the one that starts their business most of the time at the age of 20. Sometimes it's going to be on the plateau stage, sometimes it will be up, sometimes it is going to be down. And if they are not so careful about themselves and the businesses and the things that they are going to do, they can completely perish. But now for us, we have learned our mistakes. We are a bit cautious as we do our businesses, so we are even more and more advantaged. Each and every age group, when it comes to doing business, has its own advantages and its own disadvantages. So feel encouraged to do the things that I teach you. Yes, feel encouraged to do the things that I teach you. And I'm looking forward to see you 10 years from now. One day we just meet out there in the streets and you're like, hey Ray, by the way, this is my company. You remember you taught me how to do your imports and all that. I'll be so happy. I always say that there's no amount of money that you can give me, or any gift that you can gift me to for me to feel much impressed, other than just hearing those testimonies, other than just getting that very positive feedback. That is all that Ray needs, because all the other things, God has blessed me with him. Yeah, all the other things that I would ever want, I'm having them in plenty. So much I would want is to see people excelling in the businesses that they are doing, and me just getting that positive feedback. Count on me. I always tell you that. Always count on me. Yeah, I'm saying so because I've ever seen people who have done very serious mistakes just because they didn't count on me. If they just told me earlier before they did whatever they did, I would have saved the situation. Just count on me. Always remember that I can only teach you. I can only be your teacher. I can never be your competitor. My plate is extremely full and overflowing. Like, if only I had some extra time at hand, I would do so many other things. But now, one human being can only do too much. So, I'm saying so that you can always know that I can only be your teacher or your mentor all the days that you'll be doing business. So, it is a good one. I also decided to do a recap of how you're supposed to join our Telegram class, because I've seen people struggling, others asking me down there in the comment section, asking me whether we still have the import class and all that. Yes, we are having our Telegram imports class. It's still going on. Yeah. How many are we right now? Where's my phone? I would want to check. Okay, I'll check for you. I'm going to insert it right here on the. By the way, in every class, okay, in every week, I teach not less than 160 students. Can you imagine? So that means the class is still going on. How to go about it? There's a link that I use. Remember, it's an automated process. It's not something that we do manually. If you pay and you don't complete the registration process, no one will notice that you've paid. So I'm going to put down a link below. It is also on my social media handles. It's a Linktree video, Linktree link. You just click to the link, go to Telegram. It has the payment details. It does even have our emails and all that. So you check. If you're out of the country, you can get our PayPal. If you're in the country, you get our till. Yes, our till number. You make your payments. Then once you make your payments using the transaction ID that you got from the payments that you made, you're going to clear up the whole registration process. It's a very self-explanatory system. You just have to click wherever you are directed to click. And if you're having issues, you're supposed to write to our email. I'm going to put it down below. You're supposed to write to our email. We are going to help you. If you completely can't reach us, you're supposed to immediately activate a reversal. But you must get us via our email address or our DM on Instagram. We're always there to just watch your DMs and just respond to your concerns. That is the only official ways that you can communicate to us. If you send our messages on TikTok and on Facebook, chances are we're not going to get those messages. But if you do a DM on Instagram and if you do an email, we are going to get your concerns and we are going to help you. So if you would be willing to join our inputs class, go to the description box. You're going to get the link. I'm also going to put it on the comment section and pin it. You're going to get the link and you're going to join the class and learn how to do your inputs. However, be the type of a person who is joining with a reason. Be the type of a person who is joining my class with a reason. It's not easy. If I'm supposed to teach you how I do my inputs, the information that I've acquired within a span of like 7 years and 8 years, that means you have to take whatever I'm teaching you seriously. And if you want to do your inputs, the same way the people that you see in the importers that you see in your country doing it, the way I do it, then that means it's a lot of information. So that is not for the lazy. You have to go through the class, you have to write the keynotes so that you might never forget or make some mistakes. And remember, a mistake when it comes to doing inputs is equals to some loss of some good amount of money. Or you decide to use any type of shipping, probably it's going to cost you even ×5 of whatever it could have costed if you used the right shipping mode. So it is a very, very sensitive type of a business that you have to get all the information and put it right. I'm sure you've heard of people that lost a lot of money trying to do their inputs. A lot. Probably they were lied to by someone out there. Probably they were told to come together and give out some money. They'll be imported for products. That is how they lost their money. That is just to tell you how complicated it is. You have to get each and every information as I teach you. Then as you do your inputs, you have to put in place each and everything without skipping not even a single step. Without skipping not even a single step. Be extra cautious. And you're going to succeed in those businesses. Just know that business is not for. Let me put it like this. You know, most of the people, probably the people in the corporate, think that, oh, once I get now into business, it's even much better because now I can spend my time the way I want. I can relax more. I can do this and that. But now whatever people forget that the corporate world and the business world is totally different. Sometimes you're much relaxed in the corporate. Yeah, you're much relaxed. Your life is a bit quiet when you're in the corporate because you have the job description. Your work is to wake up in the morning, go to the office, do whatever you're instructed to do, whatever it is part of your job description. Then once you're done, once your hours are out, you go home. Tomorrow the same thing. Now, when it comes to doing business, you're relying on God and the information that you're going to get out of your brains to implement, to do the business that you're going to do. Once your products are in the high seas, they are coming. You're waiting for this, for them to be shipped. You're there wondering, how am I going to sell these products once they're in this country? How am I supposed to? No, you start getting worried or thinking how you're going to clear that cargo. Imagine. Now you're there wondering, I'm waiting for this cargo, but how am I supposed to clear it? You start getting the ways of how you're going to sell those products. You also really rely on God's favor. I always say that there's nothing that draws you closer to God than doing business. If you didn't have the faith, you start developing faith. Having faith in God that those things that you've shipped, that container that is on the way coming, it's going to clear. It's going to get sold out. Then putting a lot of calculation in the things that you're doing. Now it's not, in the corporate, you rely on the company's, systems and the things that they have put in place of how you're supposed to do the things that they do or you're supposed to do. Now for this, it is you and yourself and no one else. So it's a lot. But the key thing is, or the good part is, it pays back very well. Very, very, very well. It's one of the best things that you can get yourself into. Even in the next life, I would just want to be a business person. And then as you grow in the business world, your self-worth becomes so high, or your price tag goes high, that to a point where even no one can afford you. You look at the hours that you're supposed to work in someone's office or in a company's office, and you're like, oh my goodness. So I'm working from 8 to 5 and my salary is 300,000 Kenya shillings. How much could I have made? Probably in the business world, that one you can make it within a span of a day or two, depending on the business that you're doing. You end up thinking, no, I cannot get employed. I will never, and I can never get employed. So that is how it is. As you grow in the business world, your worth becomes so high that no one can ever afford you, because you become better and better each and every day in the businesses that you're doing. Can you imagine? You become better and better in the things that you're doing. So I want to encourage you to get into it. As I teach you even how to do business and do your imports, pass that information to your siblings, pass that information to your children, to your parents, to everyone that you'd around your space that you'd want to help. Just help them or pass that information to them. Then trust in God, the knowledge that you've gathered for yourself, and the wisdom that He's going to give you to run your businesses. So with that said and done, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. See you another day. Bye-bye.